Hello everyone, today we're taking a look at the Outlaw macro virus. This virus infects Microsoft Word and specifically only Word 95. If you have any other version of Microsoft Office, this virus does not run. And in order to infect files with its macro, it actually infects your global template. So we'll go ahead and open up this infected document. We can see here Word 95, of course, so we can see if this virus works. Close out of that, and whoever made this infected file has just written outlaw and then some commas and apostrophes and E, and I'm not entirely sure why. Well, I have one idea on the E, but we'll get back to that. So our global template is infected whenever space is pressed in an infected document. So we're going to press space, and if you watch real closely, you'll see some very quick activity happen. Did you see it? We pressed space, and then we saw the hourglass pop up very momentarily. That was the virus intercepting your space key and infecting the global template. So now Outlaw is ready to infect any other Word document on this system. So now we've infected our global template. We're going to come up here and check out our macro, and we see 6 randomly named macros. If we try to step into any of these, we cannot just simply open these up and look at the code as we would with later versions of Microsoft Office, which actually had the Visual Basic for Applications editor that would pop up. These were all written in Word Basic, which actually predated VBA. But we'll do our best to see if we can open these up and see what any of them are doing. I'm going to get out of this. I'm going to go check out our template. I have to remember where to find this. Alright, after fumbling around, I have found the templates. So let's see, global templates and add-ins. Let's see, organizer. So let's see, what's available in the global template? Are there any macros available? Why would you look at that? So in this Word document, we have these 3. So these came with our infected Word document, and they got copied as these file names to our normal ... the global template file. So now every time we run Microsoft Word, we should see these or some variation thereof available to infect every new Word document you create. So let's test that out. No, we're good without saving the changes, but we are going to run WinWord. And we're going to take a look at what's available in this organizer. What kind of macros we got? Here we go. In the normal template we see here. So, global template's infected, everything you process thereafter is going to be infected as well. So I'm back in our macro tool window. I'm going to create a new one, and I'm trying to see if it'll let me stop. What do you mean a macro window is active? Get out of here. Okay, I was going to attempt to see if I could just drop down in this list and pick one of the virus macros, but I don't see it in this list. And command's not available because no macros are running, but the command is not available because macro window is active. So, that's fun. So I restarted Word, created a new macro just to make sure that the virus loaded all of its macros, just to see if maybe I messed something up, but I cannot click on any of this. So I'm going to assume that Outlaw is doing something to prevent the user from viewing its code. Otherwise, I'm just having a massive brain fart and cannot for the life of me figure out how to see its code. And at this point, I'd be willing to believe either one. But for the sake of this video, we're just going to get on with it and see what the virus does, which is what you're all here for anyway. So let's skip past the boring part. I'm sure somebody in the comments has already put a timestamp to when the payload goes off, so you don't have to watch me ramble about any of this crap that you don't care about. Let's get to it and see what Outlaw does, because it's pretty neat. We're going to close this. We're going to relaunch Outlaw, but first we're going to change the date, because you know we always like to change the dates on these things because viruses have more chances to spread if they only activate under very certain conditions. And in this case, the condition is it has to be on January 20th. We'll hit OK, We launch Outlaw. Nothing happens. Press space. Infect that global template. But it's already infected, so nothing happens. But now, January 20th, we hit the E. Letter E. You ready for it? Let's see what happens. Alright. Something's happening. Let's watch. Whole lot of nothing's happening. But give it a bit. Finished rename. Oh. You are infected with Outlaw, a virus from Nightmare Joker. And it has full screened Word. I am a little disappointed because it did not go off all the way. And I'm trying to figure out why that is. So, no, I'm not going to change that template. No, I'm not going to save that. I got to get out of here full screen. Okay. If you see here on the desktop, we have laugh.com and laugh.wave, which is a foreshadowing of what it's supposed to actually do. So we're going to run a new copy of Word and just hit E. And hopefully it works. There we go. That's what you're supposed to hear. Except this is supposed to be full screen, and it's not. It took away the full screen because we were already in full screen. So you heard the laugh. You saw the full screen last time. We're going to put it all together for this grand finale. Third time's a charm. No, I don't want to save the changes to that or that. I just want to close all of this and run it one more time and hit the letter E. And finally, we should hopefully see the full payload of the Outlaw macro virus. I go away for 6 months and still it doesn't work properly when I show up. So there you go. That's the full payload. Full screen's Word, makes it look all messed up, says you are infected with Outlaw in big text, a virus from Nightmare Joker. It laughs in your face, scares the crap out of you. Hopefully you're opening this up at like 3 in the morning trying to finish your term paper just to be greeted with you are infected with Outlaw and the sinister low bitrate laugh. Come on, that's kind of terrifying. Especially if you're in the late 90s. You don't expect this to happen. You've maybe heard of computer viruses, but you've never gotten one. Now all of a sudden, Microsoft Word is laughing at you. It's kind of scary. But thankfully, not destructive. You can still finish your term paper. You might have to limit the amount of times you press the E key, because otherwise, it's going to laugh at you. And that's really about it. Like I said, it's not destructive. It does not go out of its way to delete files. Just infects your global template, spreads from document to document, computer to computer, and on January 20th, laughs at you. And all things considered, that's really not too bad as far as malware goes. So that is about it for the Outlaw macro virus. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.